It's just oh, you think I won't drop the bag? That's what you think?
Nah, look, hey.
You got to be kidding me. Like,
I'm
that's
just,
the easiest
I'm
thing in
just
the world.
asking.
And then you say, and you got to get, and I got the team.
Every few years, an interviewer forgets who they're sitting across from. They confuse 50 Cent for another celebrity who will smile politely and dodge the tension. But the thing about Curtis Jackson, he doesn't dodge anything. He studies the question.
Hip-hop is black music, without question. And unfortunately for some people, it's tough to accept that you got a white artist that does it better than black artists. It is what it is. You know, and you could put either one, you could get whoever you feel like is the best black artist and stand them face to face in a room with him, and he will eat that alive.
The smirk, the tone of voice, and then dismantles it, piece by piece, until the person holding the mic starts questioning their own career choices. That's not arrogance, that's experience. He's been shot 9 times, built an empire from nothing, and faced real danger. A tricky interviewer? That's just warm-up. Every time 50 walks into a studio, the room vibrates with 2 kinds of energy, respect and risk. You can hear it in the host's nervous laugh, the shuffling of cue cards, the way someone clears their throat before asking the next question. Because one wrong word can turn into a viral moment, one sarcastic jab into a public humiliation. And 50 knows it. He leans into it. It's his stage long before the first question is asked. Subscribe to Beef Scandal. Don't miss what's coming next. This isn't just hip-hop drama. It's performance art mixed with psychological warfare. He doesn't yell. He toys with timing. He pauses just long enough for the tension to bloom, then lands a punchline so cold it becomes internet history. Every response is a headline waiting to happen. Every clapback a lesson in control. From radio hosts to TV legends, they've all tried to outsmart him. None have succeeded, because 50 Cent isn't just answering questions. He's rewriting the script in real time, turning interviews into exhibitions of dominance. And as we count down the moments he put interviewers in their place, remember, this isn't luck. It's strategy, sharpened by survival. And if you think that's dramatic, wait until number 2. Some careers never recovered after that one. Back in 2014, when 50 Cent stepped into DJ Cosmic Kev's studio, it was supposed to be another quick interview about G-Unit, music, and the usual talk about beefs. But within minutes, you could tell Kev wasn't there to talk music. He was there to test 50. The air had that static charge, like 2 men measuring who owned the space. Kev laughed as he poked at 50's history of feuds, asking if he'd ever dare move against Jay-Z the way he went after lesser rappers. It was a loaded question, and 50 caught it instantly. His tone didn't rise. It dropped. Calm, controlled, dangerous. He said anyone could get it, even Jay. That's when the room went quiet, and Kev realized this wasn't going to be a friendly conversation.
If Jay-Z would have did a song with Ja Rule,
He would have got it like everybody else. You stay clear of that motherfucker. Like, look, you think, let me tell you something, understand what the difference is between
if Jay-Z
Yeah.
would have jumped on the track with Ja, you would have won at Jay? Honestly.
who you think Jay-Z is?
Consequences don't scare you. They're just expenses. He grew up where life was cheap, where loyalty and betrayal were measured in cash and courage.
Thing of it is, I do know that you've never been a person that pick and choose battles like you know, but some people do.
If he dropped a bag, he said, things got handled. The way he said it wasn't boast.
Find nothing that will make me afraid of the situation now because I have the resources. Grew up at the price of life is cheap. So you got the bag, it's gonna happen.
It was a quiet promise. Kev tried to laugh it off, maybe to save face. He joked that if anything ever went down, he'd sue, that he'd turn his pain into a payday. But 50's reply froze the laughter mid-air.
Once you punch me in my mouth, I'm gonna get my man, Terrence, K.O. Lewis, I'm gonna get him to punch me in my mouth. Because then I wanna get double the money.
In 2014, walking into Hot 97, 50 Cent heard the quiet accusation said out loud, "New York fell off because of you." Ebro said it with that program director certainty, like he was diagnosing the patient. But 50 didn't blink. He reminded them the city never even opened the door. Eminem and Dr. Dre did. If you couldn't get a deal at home and still carried the city...
A lot about you, man. I get all
I thought
types
you
of
were scared
texts.
to come check me.
No, I was kind of feeling like he was mad at me. Said it was my fault in New York City, all of New York City. I've never had beef. Look, in the history of me being in hip hop, being competitive with artists and different things, you've never heard me have beef with a DJ
Okay.
or any station.
Once context changes, authority changes. The man with the bigger frame owns the story. By 2017 and 2018, the sparring left the booth.
And the music was so big and you were so successful and so many hits upon so many hits that other artists wouldn't work with you and you wouldn't work with other artists. So it made it so it wasn't
divide.
a collective, it was a division.
Ebro floated a summer jam rumor. 50 swatted it away, then twisted the knife by co-signing the rival station and clowning publicly. That was the lesson.
I couldn't even get a deal in New York City. My deal was with Eminem from Detroit, Dr. Dre from the West Coast.
Right.
Because they were going, no, we like real, we want the real, but wait.
Not a story, she fired back politely, the way only Oprah can. Measured words, calm tone, subtle disapproval. But underneath it was the same power play. She had the biggest platform in the world. He had the loudest microphone in the streets. It was two empires eyeing each other from opposite worlds. Years passed, and the tension simmered into curiosity. Then in 2012,
Woman. I think she's a white woman. She's been catering to a demographic of middle-aged white women for a long period of time.
something almost cinematic happened. Oprah walked up the steps to 50's grandmother's house. No red carpet, no audience, just old wooden floors and family photographs. The woman he once accused of ignoring hip-hop was sitting on his grandmother's couch, asking about the night he got shot 9 times. He didn't flinch or dramatize it.
And the car pulled up on the side of us. The guy got out the passenger seat of that car, came around behind it, and shot through the actual car.
He told her how adrenaline numbs pain, how survival rewires you.
It doesn't hurt as much as people imagine it hurts because of your adrenaline and how the shock of what's actually going on, it hurts after.
You could almost feel the gears turning behind 50's eyes. The man who once thrived on confrontation.
You're gonna learn about Jay's death that we don't already know.
Well, you're gonna learn that there was 5 people in the studio. And that there was cameras.
Now had something better than rage, restraint. He looked at Speedy like a teacher, looking at a student who hadn't done his homework. Would I do a thing like that? He asked quietly. Speedy laughed, half joking, half terrified. I wouldn't put it past you.
You got a theory, huh?
If you can really ask me what my theory is,
No,
you know,
I'm not. I know you're not gonna answer that. I'm just asking, do you have a theory?
Yeah.
All right. I'm curious about after you got shot, because you got shot in the mouth among the 9 shots. So you were already a rapper, and so at the point when you kind of woke up and you're like, wow, my instrument has changed. My voice sounds different.
I mean, actually, this voice is the better one.
Oh yeah. I mean,
this is the one that worked.
When I listen to How to Rob,
He said. That's when the energy broke. 50 unclipped his mic, rose from his chair, and walked away without another word.
Later you gonna find out a little I be saying be real. I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts. Right. It hurts people.
So how old were you when you got involved in selling drugs yourself?
Around 12.
12 years old.
Yeah.
That's really difficult for someone from my background to understand.
Yeah.
You know, it just seems like such an alien concept.
He made the interviewer look small, the question look foolish, and himself untouchable. It was the cleanest kind of victory, a reminder that dominance isn't always loud. But the next time someone tried to test him, he didn't just walk out. By 2011, 50 Cent had already survived bullets, lawsuits, and music politics. But that day on live radio, he showed another kind of power, psychological warfare. World star hip-hop's CEO, Q, had been using 50's image to drive traffic.
Were you shot? Where?
Like in front of my grandmother's house.
But where where on your body?
I got hit in the face, so like the fragment portion of it is in my tongue, so it kind of changed the way I speak a little bit. Like,
And you're rapping as well.
yeah.
What is it still in your tongue?
Whether it's a studio, a stage, or a phone line, 50 doesn't react. He recalibrates. The interviewer might think they're steering the moment, but in seconds, they're inside his frame, playing his script. That's why every clash ends the same way. Not with a shout, but with silence that belongs entirely to him. From radio hosts to moguls, from gossip queens to TV legends, they all learned the same rule. Don't play with 50 Cent. Because when you try to check him, he turns the interview into your lesson and your legacy into his punchline. Hit that subscribe button on Beef Scandal. The next video's gonna hit harder than a diss track.